afternoon baseball from the East Bay and the Oakland Coliseum. Today, a matchup out of the American League Western Division between the Houston Astros and the Oakland A's. A.J. Buck, the lefty from the Hawkeye State, gets the nod to pitch in this one. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, it just goes to show you how tough it is to pitch in today's game. This guy has a career ERA over 5. At times he can be good, and at times he can be really, really bad. It'll be interesting to see which guy shows up in this one here today.
Settling in now, George Springer. And we are ready for some daytime baseball.
George Springer.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And underway from Oakland as the first pitch of the afternoon is taken for ball 1. And Dan Dero, these A's, as they begin play here this afternoon, they did get the win last time out, but it hasn't been the best week for them as they've won just twice in their last 6 tries.
Yeah, man, nothing they'd like to do more than to salvage this one, Dero. After this one, they go on the road for a 7-game road trip, so big to get this win here today.
Yeah, last game in front of the home folks before you go out for a week. This is a big one. They're going to get it done.
Outside and low, 3-0.
And obviously this guy's a double threat up there. He can run and he can go yard too. You don't want to walk him because he might steal a base on you, but you don't want to groove a fastball either because he could take you out of the yard.
And that one misses as well, so it's a poor start here this afternoon as it's a 4-pitch walk to get things going.
That is not the way he wanted to start off this half inning. It's one thing to walk the leadoff hitter, but it's even more painful when the leadoff hitter is an absolute burner and he can really wreak some havoc on the bases.
Now the Cuban import Yuli Gurriel. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Now a swing and a ground ball. And before the 0-1 pitch, he'll step out of the box and get his bearings a bit. Now the 0-1. Swung on and hit pretty well out to deep left field. And that ball gets down out near the wall and should be extra bases. And they've really got something going here. Runners at second and third to start the inning.
That in third.
Left fielder really never had a chance at that one at all. It was over his head before he knew it, bouncing off the base of the wall for an easy double. Those are the kind of shots anyone would feel good about.
Here's the second baseman, Jose Altuve. First shot for him here. 2 hits and 5 trips a night ago. He's ready. Here's the first offering. There's a swing, and he sends the ball high in the air into left field. Into the concrete staircases, and gone. So a 3-run blast to straightaway left. Second home run early in the year, and the Astros have taken a 3-0 lead.
Yeah, he's looked pretty shaky from the first pitch, and things just kind of spiraled out of control from there. I think these guys smelled blood in the water, and they punctuated with a 3-run job and an early lead.
And that'll bring up the former first-rounder Alex Bregman. As he'll look at a fastball in there on the outer half. It's 0-1. Fouled away. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Tried Tried to work it back to that low inside corner, but it misses. 1-2.
Decided to go with a fastball there on 0-2, but what he's trying to do with that pitch is to expand the strike zone. Maybe you get a guy to offer at it, but at the very least, it helps set up your off-speed stuff.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Having a hard time putting this hitter away here, and when I was looking at the tape on him from his last start, this is what I saw a lot of. He's not closing the door on guys, and when that's the case, they eventually get a pitch that they can do something with.
This one sinks low and a touch outside. It's a full count, 3-2.
Wow, from 0-2 to 3-2, and that last pitch on 2-2 wasn't even close. He had this guy in the ropes, but now he let him right back into this at bat.
And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone. Now here's a look at the Astros starting lineup. Danny, any thoughts?
Well, you really have to appreciate what Jose Altuve brings to this team. I mean, this guy is a career 300 hitter. You talk about consistent. He delivers a good at bat and clutch hits basically every time he walks into the box. I love watching this guy.
At the plate, Tony Mason is coming off a 3-hit performance in the loss last night. First delivery to him on the way. Fastball was too much for him there. Swung right through it.
I can't imagine he was sitting on fastball at his neck right there. He is going to have to lower his sights if he's going to have any chance.
And he fouls this one off. Two quick strikes, and now the 0-2. Pops this one up. Ness ranging into the outfield. He gets there and makes the play for the second out of the inning.
Batting fifth, the shortstop, Carlos Correa.
Here's Carlos Correa now. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest. He's ready. Here's the first offering. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
Well, I think he just kind of lost focus on the mound right there. It's clearly not going his way, and he's thinking more about that than the task at hand. And right now he needs to think about this hitter.
Too high, and it's 3-0.
Now with the bases empty, I think he needs to be careful not to just groove one here just because it's 3-0. He's a guy that could ambush you and lose one over the wall.
The 3-0 is looked at for the first strike.
Got to believe he had the green light in that situation. 2 outs, 3-0 count. This guy can certainly handle the bat. That's a perfect situation to let him loose. But I love the fact that he's keyholding a certain area, and it wasn't what he was looking for.
And a fastball misses there. Ball 4.
And don't forget, he gave up a long ball earlier in this inning, so you can understand why he wasn't too aggressive with him there. When he got him to 3-1, he wasn't too anxious to challenge him.
So a runner at first with 2 away, and that brings in the left-handed hitting outfielder Michael Brantley. First pitch coming. Here it is. Way off balance hack that time. Good for the first strike.
Wow, not sure what that was, but talking about having your mind made up, you're going to swing before the pitcher even throws the pitch. I don't know how you swing at that pitch.
Just behind the fastball there. 2 strikes now.
Got to believe the pitcher and catcher understand the fact that he's covering away, and he's covering way away. Don't be shocked if he comes in with something.
The 0-2 once more. Hard hit ball to second. Oh, and it eats him up a bit. And a great job to stick with it as he's able to make the play for the 3rd out. But 3 runs crossed for the Astros on this 3-run home run. On to the bottom of the first. It's now 3-0 Houston. Justin Verlander gets the start for Houston in this one. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Yeah, Matt, since he's put on a Houston Astros uniform, Justin Verlander's kind of turned his career around. Went through a couple of seasons where his velocity was down, but he's always had that good curveball changeup combination. Velo back up to the mid to upper 90s to go along with that fastball and the curveball, and Justin Verlander is all the way back.
And that'll bring in Ramon Laureano. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Fellas, taking a look at these Astros entering play here this afternoon. It's been a slow start as they come in with just one win from their first 5 ball games.
Yeah, guys, anytime you start a road trip, first 5 games you start 1-4, you're just trying to salvage. Do the fundamental things right. Try and sneak out a couple wins, get on the plane and get out of here.
Good fastball as he gets the swing and a miss. Still 1-2 as he fouls it away. The next 1-2 pitch. That misses, and we're even at 2-2.
As a veteran pitcher, he knows if he's going to have success in this one, he's got to establish that pitch in, get those guys to respect it, and open up that outer half of the plate.
Fastball called, strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning. With that, let's look at the starting lineup for the hometown A's. Dan, who do we keep an eye on?
Well, Matt, I think the cleanup hitter might be the difference in this game. He's got an on-base percentage of over 400 coming in. The elite hitters in the game put up numbers like that, so he has to be feeling really good about what he's done so far this season. I'm sure his club is pleased just as well.
So that brings up the always intense Matt Chapman. His line against Justin Verlander, he's 1 for 2. First pitch on its way from Verlander. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul.
You pull a fastball like that, you got to tell yourself to slow it down a little bit, play more gap to gap, and keep that front shoulder square, pointed towards the pitcher. That'll keep everything on plane.
Chapman, a California-born ball player. He was selected in the first round during the 2014 draft.
Yeah, Matty, they certainly got it right when they drafted this guy. He has turned himself into an absolute superstar. Everybody knows this guy's name, and kids are buying his jerseys.
Boy, sometimes they say you hit it hard and good things will happen. Well, that's not the case right there. That was a bullet that just stayed up and is caught in the outfield.
First pitch of the at-bat. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. Tries to shave the corner with that pitch, but it's 1-1. A shortstop behind with a 1-2 count. High in the air down the right field line. Alvarez on the move, but this will land untouched.
Batter's going to have to find a way to regroup right there. That caught too much of the plate. He knew it. He missed it. He might not get another opportunity to put the ball in play.
Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. A's are gone in order. They trail it here 3-0. Into the box, Jordan Alvarez. He'll lead it off here to begin the second.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
No balls and 1 strike. Now the 0-1. Curveball, swing and a miss, and he's behind in the count 0-2.
You know, the old adage is you never throw a lefty down and in because their ability to turn and burn, and this pitcher's taking that to heart. He is throwing everything away right here.
Struck him out.
All right, guys, here's how the Oakland A's are lining up defensively. And folks, I'm locking in today on Ramon Laureano. His calling card, 2018, he burst on the scene for the Oakland A's with one of the best throws I've ever seen in Anaheim, throwing an absolute rocket to first base to snag an out right there. Focus on him. I guarantee you he makes a play in this one.
Tucker is a very well-regarded defensive outfielder. Used to be that fielders were evaluated mostly by the eyeball test and simple stats like fielding percentage, but of course these days there are many more advanced ways that help determine a guy's work in the field, and in his case he shines in many ways.
You know, Matty, for me, I think he does pass the eyeball test. I know you have to look at all the numbers and the analytics to really appreciate a ball player like this, but man, does he come to work every day and play hard.
The count now at 2-2. The 2-2. On the line, that's a base hit.
Boy, after that base knock right there, D-Roll, he extends his hitting streak to 7 games.
Yeah, and you can tell he's made some necessary adjustments at the plate. Anytime you're getting a knock every day of the week, you're doing things right. He's keeping that front shoulder tucked, staying inside the ball, not trying to do too much.
From the stretch. And he waves at a curveball there. No balls and a strike. A ball and a strike to Houston's leadoff batter. Had nibbled the corner there, but missed. 2-1.
He might still be thrown off from that first inning, guys. He got knocked around pretty good, and that can be hard to recover from mentally sometimes.
Now the 2-1 pitch. Slapped hard the opposite way. And that'll get down out there near the wall. And they'll have runners at second and third following the one-out double.
That was a great job of driving that ball, extending his arms very well, was able to get it over the right fielder's head, one-hopping it off the wall for an easy double. That's one of those solid hits that you don't even feel coming off the bat.
In now, Yuli Gurriel, as he'll take a look at an off-speed pitch here that misses for ball 1. Tucker at third, Springer at second with one away. Liner toward right center. And this is going to find the alley as he might have himself his second double of the ball game. He pulls into second safely as 2 runs come across to score away from the play.
Now batting.
This thing was a double or more the second it left his bat. He really drove it well, and it ended up one-hopping the wall out there. And more importantly, he picks up 2 RBI along the way.
Here comes Bob Melvin now out of the Oakland dugout. And we're going to have a pitching change as that's going to be all for his starter this afternoon.
Number 40.
So he'll exit here this afternoon to a smattering of boos after what can be described as really a subpar performance. Into the box now, Jose Altuve, as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. Another RBI spot for him. He's already got 3 in the game. Hit hard to third. Chapman has it cleanly, and there's out number 2.
The third baseman, number 2.
Standing in, Alex Bregman, runner in scoring position with 2 gone. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Here's a shot to left field and deep. See you later. Over the wall, a home run. It's a 2-run homer for Alex Bregman. Second home run early in the year as this lead swells to 7-0.
Everybody has heard of a hitter punishing a curve or a slider that just hangs. Well, this was a cutter. It just hangs right there out over the heart of the plate, and he didn't miss it. Can't leave a pitch like that to a professional hitter. Well, you can, but that's what you get.
Stepping in now, Tony Mason. And right away, he's baffled by the breaking ball that time. It's strike one. 0 for 1 here in the early going. Now, time granted here at the plate as he'll step out of the box. And a check swing here, but he pretty clearly broke the plane, and it's 0-2 now. The 0-2 pitch misses. That's ball one.
That's count 1 and 2.
A 2-2 count to the Astros catcher. 4 runs here in this half inning. Three and 2 now.
Well, he had him down 0-2 earlier in this at bat, but he hasn't been able to put him away in this inning. This has been a fun battle to watch.
Now the payoff pitch home gets him looking at the knees for the strikeout. That'll bring up the power hitter, Matt Olson. His line against Justin Verlander, not a big sample size, 0 for 1. First pitch coming, here it is. Fastball well outside.
I got to believe this is an awesome time for this pitcher to get real aggressive in the strike zone. He's got a huge lead. He knows he can pound and try and polish up his mechanics down and away.
1-1 the count. Fouled off. Verlander has both great strikeout stuff and exceptional command on the mound to go with it. A rare combination, but one that makes him one of the best in our sport.
Matty, you talked about it. He doesn't walk a whole lot of guys. Well, if you don't walk a lot of guys, that means you have to throw the ball in the strike zone. And when you do, with great stuff like this guy has, he racks up the strikeouts. There aren't a lot of guys that get strikeouts by throwing the ball in the strike zone. This is one of the few that does it.
So now it's Mark Canha. He went deep in the contest last night. First offering on its way. A ball and no strikes. 1 out, nobody on. And it's fouled away. Here it comes on 1-1. A shot down the first baseline. And he'll step on first for the out. 3 unassisted.
Batting 6, the designated hitter, Chris Davis.
Standing in, Chris Davis. And he's looking to get it going. Off to a bit of a slow start this year. And that misses inside. 1-0. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Good swing, just got to try and straighten that one out. Line shot to third, and the side is retired. 1-2-3 go the A's. They're down by a touchdown, 7-0. Back at the Oakland Coliseum, and before we go much further, let's check in with Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. I talked with Astros manager A.J. Hinch between innings specifically about his club's offense to this point. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. He said they're doing an excellent job with pitch selection, meaning they're swinging at the right pitches and doing damage with them. The numbers back that up. 5 extra base hits on the stat sheet, guys.
All right, thanks, Heidi. At the plate, Carlos Correa. He drew a walk his first time up.
Even though they're up by a boatload early on in this one, you can't get complacent and get lazy. They got to keep the gas pedal down because this team that they're playing can strike and score a lot of runs too.
Now time is barked out by the home plate umpire. First pitch of the at-bat. Dangerous curveball that time, but laid off as it drops into the top of the zone. And I'm not sure, but it looks like he may have been blindfolded for that swing. It's 0-2 now.
Hey, that's a really good pitch right there, and that's one of those off-balance swings. As a pitcher, you want to look in and say, howdy, if you're waving at me. A real ugly swing, and it gives you a lot of confidence when you make a guy look that bad. So hopefully he has another pitch left in his repertoire to bury this guy and get him out of there.
Throw on to first is in time to get him, so that will go down as a strikeout and a 2-3 putout for out number 1. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Hit hard on the ground to second, and that is through into center field for a 1-out single. They've gotten their hits in deep counts. They've gotten their hits in early counts. This has been a real onslaught.
Yeah, you can look at it one of two ways, Matty. Either they have a ton of respect for the man on the mound and they are just going to ambush tactics and it seems to work for them, or you can look at it the other way. They're just getting lucky.
Into the box, Jordan Alvarez, as he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball 1. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. And I believe they'll say he broke the plane, as yes he did. It's ruled a strike. Brantley, a runner at first with 1 gone in the inning. A little behind on that swing, and now he'll try to shorten up maybe and protect the plate.
Can't imagine he comes back with a third breaking ball. That hitter looked like he timed that one up pretty well and just missed it, fouling it away.
The 1-2. Softly hit out to short. One there, but they won't get 2 as he beats the relay to first.
That was kind of a high degree of difficulty play that time. You see the off-balance throw to second base, and he couldn't get a lot on it, but they did get the out.
Standing in now, Kyle Tucker. Grounded up the first baseline, but this is foul for the first strike. The 0-1 on its way. Just couldn't pull that one back in time. It's 0-2 now. Swing and a liner. Foul. 2 out with the man at first. And a check swing. They'll appeal down to third. No swing is the signal from Freddie Ferguson. It's ball 1. Started to go around, but it's a called third strike anyway, and that will retire the side. One left for Houston, and they hold a 7-0 lead. Outfielder Steven Piscotty the next to hit. 7, 8, and 9 to start the home third.
Not much going on offensively so far for these guys. 6 up, 6 down. We'll see if the bottom part of the lineup can get something going.
Well, the home crowd seems a little restless, so I'm sure they'd appreciate it. And a good pitch on the inside corner for strike one.
You know, from an offensive standpoint, they already knew they had their work cut out for him against a great pitcher. But if he's going to locate like that, this is going to be a tough day.
Fouled away. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Swung on and missed. He didn't even come close to contact on a ball way out of the zone. 1 out.
My man on the mound has just got great strikeout stuff working for him these days. Looking back at his last start, he racked up 9 Ks, and now he's looking like he can put up similar numbers in this one.
Next up for the A's, Sheldon Ness. He'll get to take his first cuts here. And there's a fastball from Verlander to jump ahead 0-1. And he fouls this one off. And he struck him out as well. So the bottom of the order providing little resistance here, and there are 2 away.
Good heater to strike him out there, and he looks absolutely locked in to start this inning. That's back-to-back punch-outs on only 6 pitches.
Digging in, Austin Allen. And Dan, it seems like this starter is just dominating the game right now. Feels like we're seeing a lot of 3-up, 3-down innings.
No doubt about that, Matt. Hey, I've enjoyed watching him go about his business, but I'm also interested to see if this offense can figure out a way to get a couple of cracks in his armor before it gets too late.
Yeah, that remains to be seen. Lined hard toward right center. Tucker is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. A's are gone in order. They need to get something cooking here. It's 7-0. Here's George Springer.
Leading off for the Astros, the designated hitter, George Springer.
First offering on its way. Way inside with that one. A pretty easy take there. This is line to left. Kenna is right there as he puts it away. No problem for the first out.
First baseman, number 10, Yulieski Gurriel.
Striding in for Houston, Yuli Gurriel. He's got a couple of doubles thus far, so we'll see if he can keep it up. Here's the first pitch to him. Now a check swing, but he holds up in time. Ball 1. 7 runs, an equal number of hits. No errors in the ballgame for the Astros to this point. Outside with the cut fastball there, and it's a 2-ball count.
Boy, he just looks locked in at the plate right now to me. His numbers in recent games have been very good, and those were 2 stone-cold takes right there that put himself in a great hitter's count.
Gurriel swings, and it's hit very well out to left. And it's gone as they add still another. It's a solo homer for Yuli Gurriel. First home run of the campaign for him as they've widened this lead to 8 now. So that was the third home run for these guys today.
Dan, they're absolutely not going to cover off the ball. I'm curious to get your take on this. I didn't find it to be the truth. I didn't mind hitting at night, but a lot of guys say they see the ball better during the day.
You know what's funny, D-Roll, is I preferred to pitch in night games as opposed to day games. I always thought it was advantage to the hitter, and so far that looks like it's the case in this one right here. They must be seeing the ball really well because they're just absolutely smoking the baseball right now.
He's 1 for 2 in this one. The 0-1 on its way. Oh, and it looks like a visit to the video room may be in order after that hack. It's 0-2 now.
Hey, sped him up, slowed him down. It's got him down 0-2. I think he could pretty much go anywhere right here. I'd be surprised if anything misses over the heart of the plate.
Pitch on the way. Swinging a ball hit on the ground, but this will wind up foul. Still 0-2. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And he held up in time, but it's strike 3 called, and there are 2 down.
You know, I'm not quite sure how that strikeout will be scored, looking or swinging. He tried to check his swing, but I'm pretty sure the home plate umpire was ringing him up regardless.
In now, Alex Bregman, as he'll try to hold back on the swing, but he went around for the first strike. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. Set to deliver the 0-1. Line drive to left. And he dives to make a spectacular catch. Stepping up now, Ramon Laureano back to the top of the lineup as they're still looking for their first base runner in this one.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've yet to figure this guy out on the mound. He's looked great so far.
He has, but we'll see if this second trip through the order changes anything.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what kind of adjustments these hitters are able to make in the middle innings of this game.
And this one's over for a high strike, 1-1. Takes a look at a changeup there, and it's a ball and 2 strikes now.
Probably better that he let that pitch go anyway. After seeing seeing a lively fastball on the pitch before, it's pretty hard to sit back enough on a well-thrown changeup.
The 1-2 is a wave and a miss. He struck him out. Stepping in, Matt Chapman comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Here comes the first pitch. Fastball that gets the inside corner, strike one. A ball and a strike to count to Matt Chapman.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
And that one misses here as he falls behind the Oakland third baseman. 2-1 now.
Hey, I appreciate the fact that he's making him throw a few pitches. Most of his teammates have been hacking at everything that comes their way.
Count even at 2-2. The 2-2. Liner toward right center. No one can make a play on this one, and the A's first hit is going to be for extra bases. Not in time, and he's in there with a double.
The batter, number 10, shortstop, Marcus.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Marcus Semien. He's 0 for 1 thus far. First pitch on its way from Verlander. Hot shot down the line. Chapman, the runner at second with one away. Here's Verlander now on 0-2. Fouled off. Ready with another 0-2. And now a slider in there for a called third strike, and there are 2 gone now.
Boy, it's been a rough go through these middle innings so far. This offense right now really doesn't have an answer for anything that he's throwing. He's attacking up, down, in and out in the strike zone. He's been awfully dominant up to this point.
2 away now in the Oakland fourth, and that brings in the big power hitting first baseman Matt Olson. From the stretch, here's the pitch, and it's fouled away. No runs, just 1 hit, and no errors in the ballgame for the A's so far. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
The discipline has just been completely absent from this offense. Seems like they're always finding themselves.
And we'll have to leave it there, as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. 1 left for Oakland. Still 8-0. Next up for the Astros, Tony Mason. He got called out on strikes his last time through.
Yeah, always frustrating to go down looking. Everybody does it, though. You'll have a few ABs where you get completely fooled. Look for him to be on the attack early in this at-bat.
Oh, 1 count. Here's the pitch. Boy, he comes back with a beautiful pitch there, and he's dominating this at-bat. It's 0-2 now.
After that off-balance swing right there, you find yourself down 0-2 and wishing you were back on deck with the donut on your bat, visualizing hitting a home run.
0-2 count. Here's the pitch. Nearly got the inside, but ruled the ball. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Oh, and it's not often you see a guy like that flail so badly up there, but that was a great pitch for out number 1.
It's always nice to keep a guy that has good wheels off base, and that's just what they did right there. Big strikeout, keep that guy off the base path.
Digging in to try it again, Carlos Correa. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, and he didn't put up much of a fight either, Matty. Got to find a way. Can't go down 3 pitches. I don't care if you're staring at him or swinging at him. You have to find a way to make this pitcher work a little bit harder.
Correa, sometimes called Show-Rea. He's currently in the first year of a new 2-year contract.
I know this ain't a ton of job security, but it's certainly better than a 1-year deal. A 2 to 3 year deal puts yourself in a position where you can really invest in this team.
And really stretching out the at-bat as he steps out for a second time. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Kenna is there. 2 gone.
Now batting, left fielder, Michael Brantley.
So 2 are gone for the Astros in the 5th, and that brings in the left-handed hitting outfielder Michael Brantley. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch, and no swing apparently. Ball 1. Now the 1-1 pitch is strike 2, swinging.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
2 out, nobody on. Checks his swing here, but he does so in time. Started to chase that time, but then he wisely holds off for ball 3. And before the big 3-2 pitch, time is called at home plate. Now the 3-2 pitch. And he turns this one around high and deep to center field. Laureano ranging back to the track. On the warning track, he makes the catch. Astros go down 1-2-3 as the lead holds at 8-0. Welcome back for the bottom of the fifth. Here's Heidi Watney.
Well, Matt, I talked to manager Bob Melvin during the break about his thoughts on the A's hitters to this point. And he told me he's pretty unhappy with their discipline at the plate in this one. He said their pitch selection has been the main reason for their struggles today, as far too often they've been swinging at pitches outside the strike zone. That's leading to a lot of soft contact and easy outs. So the focus going forward is on shrinking the zone and forcing the opposing pitching to throw more strikes.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. Mark Canha stands in as he looks at a called strike. Halfway to 100 pitches. Here it is. And that's a called strike at the letters, though that looked high from here. It's 0-2 now.
Sort of surprising to see a 5-hole hitter take 2 in a row for strikes to start an at bat. Now he's way behind the count, so we'll see if he can battle back.
There's a fastball well off the plate for a ball. And he rings up another one. Make it 9 strikeouts for him in the game. There's our line score through the first 4.5. And these guys have basically had the bats taken right out of their hands. Just 1 hit to this point. Next will be the designated hitter, Chris Davis. Hit it hard but lined out in his first at bat.
Yeah, pretty unlucky right there, Matty. Squared up a fastball nicely, and that's all you can do. You just want to be on time for the heater, and he's prepared for this next AB. I know it's a guessing game, but usually when you flip that coin, it better come up fastball at this level. You cannot be late right there. That was right in the wheelhouse.
A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2. Davis, sometimes called Crush with a K and an H. This is the final year of his current deal, so he'll be a free agent at season's end.
Hey, this guy has been an absolute solid player his entire big league career, and I expect him to have a ton of suitors come this offseason.
So he sets him down swinging. Chris Davis becomes the second out in the bottom of the fifth.
That's 10 strikeouts for him now, and I'll tell you, he could rack up quite a few more before he's done. Still a lot of game left in this one.
Striding into the box, Stephen Piscotty. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. 1 ball, no strikes to count. The 1-0. Misses above the zone for a ball.
Remember, he was a strikeout victim last time up, but this at bat seems to be a totally different direction. He's showing good patience now, and he's got a real good count at 2-0.
Grounded down the third baseline, but a foul ball, and it's 2-1 now. Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Started to go around, but he's able to check his swing for ball 3. Three balls and 2 strikes for Stephen Piscotty.
3-2.
Drilled right back up the middle. On to the first baseman Gurriel, and that will end the inning. 1-2-3 go the A's. They're on the striding in once again, Jordan Alvarez.
The right fielder, Jordan Alvarez.
Here comes the first pitch. And a feeble swing that time. It's 0-1. Here's the pitch. And he gets a piece of this one to foul it toward the backstop. That's inside and low. It's a ball and 2 strikes. A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Way inside with that one. A pretty easy take there. Here now the 2-2. Freezes him. A strikeout looking.
Now batting, number 6.
Stepping in, Kyle Tucker. A hit and 2 tries for him so far. First pitch of the at-bat. Swung on and missed. It's 0-1.
That is such a tough pitch to lay off right there, but you have to find a way. There's nothing you're going to do with that low sinker except foul it into your shin or hit a ground ball to the left side.
And he gets him to swing through that one. He's in control. 0-2. Inside, as he might be trying to set him up here. 1-2.
Listen, I'm not trying to make up an excuse, but this is this guy's 5th inning of work in this game out of the bullpen. Are you kidding me? Nobody goes 5 innings anymore.
Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. Here's another 1-2. Little chopper back to the mound. And that's the second out.
The batter, number 4.
So the batting order turns over now and set to go George Springer. He doubled earlier in the game. 1 for 2 to this point. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Swing and a miss that time. It's 0-1.
0-1.
Watching him on the mound, I'm really impressed with what he's doing right now. He's been really aggressive and confident over the last couple of innings.
0-1 count. Here's the pitch. And he lays off for ball 1. Now Springer bilks one, carrying well out to left. And it's gone as they add still another. A solo home run here off the bat of George Springer. Second home run early in the year as they've pushed this lead up to 9 now.
Baseball has really changed. Remember when leadoff guys were guys that would just draw walks and steal bases? But that's not the case anymore. Guys like this, they have pop in their bat and they can go deep.
Now batting, the first baseman, Gurriel.
Now time asked for and granted by the home plate umpire. Stepping in now, Yuli Gurriel, as he pops the first pitch foul behind the plate. Trying to keep it going. A perfect 3 for 3 thus far. Gurriel behind a ball and 2 strikes. Ball 2 with a sinker that runs off the inside. And he struck him out, his 7th of the ball game, and that ends the inning. One more for the Astros, and it comes on this solo homer. On to the bottom of the 6th. It's the Astros 9 and the A's nothing. Into the box now, Sheldon Ness. He'll start things out in their half of the
Leading off
sixth
for
as
the
they look
A's,
to shake things up
the
here
second
for a
baseman,
lineup that, quite frankly, has
Sheldon
been non-existent to
Ness.
date.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've been completely overmatched to this point. One hit through 5 innings. I mean, what else can you say about the pitching they faced other than it's been fantastic? We'll see if that continues as we approach the later inning.
And now a pitch on the way. That hits the outside corner. It's strike one. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1.
Ball.
Now a fastball off the plate away. A ball and a strike. Just behind the fastball there. 2 strikes now.
Hey, I know it's a day game, but these guys better wake up. He's on point today, throwing a lot of exploding stuff, darting and diving all over the strike zone.
And that one misses badly. It's ball 2. And he struck him out. And there's strikeout number 11 in the ball game.
Well, it's been a rough series for him at the plate so far. That's 4 strikeouts in the first 2 games. So this pitching staff clearly has him figured out.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Fastball runs a bit inside here. It's 1-0. The 1-0 is swung on and missed. Strike one. The 1-1 home. Takes a pass and misses. That's strike 2.
That's how you open up the outside part of the plate. Pound 2 balls in and then get right back outside. Nice pitch.
And he couldn't get on top of it as this has popped up behind shortstop. Correa backs up and takes care of it. 2 away.
Now batting, number 22.
So the Oakland lineup turns over, and to the plate, Ramon Laureano. He struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate.
Yeah, and kind of shocked he got blown away with a fastball. You could tell he was late on that one, and we'll see if he tries to cheat to something this AB.
A ball and no strikes. The 1-0 home is a fastball that misses.
We've seen him go down on strikes more than once in this game, so this has been a better approach by him at this at-bat. Much more patient, and he's gotten himself into a good hitter's count.
It's 2-1 to the A's leadoff batter.
Oh, man, he took a swing and a half at that one. I think some frustration is creeping into these guys, so he might have just been trying to get his guys on the board with one swing.
2-2. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Verlander starting to run up his pitch count. He's at 75 thus far. Verlander gets the sign. Here's the 2-2. And he's got another one here. 12 punch-outs now in the ball game, and that'll end the inning. A's are gone in order. They're down 9-0. Back here at the Coliseum in Oakland. This one pretty much all over, but the shouting as we check our game summary to see how we've gotten to where we are. Lou Trevino comes on to pitch now, hoping for better results than the other arms that they've run out there in this one.
62. Lou.
Coming to the plate now, Jose Altuve. He launched one over the wall back in the opening frame. Becomes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Well behind that fastball. It's a swinging strike.
It's becoming more and more common in today's game to see relievers like this that can run it up there close to 100 miles per hour. But it's so fun to watch it. He blew it right by him there.
0-1 count. Here it comes. And now a curveball that bounces up to the plate. It's 1-1. One and two. I think it's safe to say he wasn't ready for the fastball.
Yeah, and they set him up with that curveball on the pitch before, and that one, they just blew right by him.
And they could go either way now, I suppose. A swing and a miss on a ball way out of the zone, and there's one away. So here's the cleanup hitter, Alex Bregman. He was robbed of a hit in his last at-bat, so he'll try to change his fortunes here.
Yeah, you got to control the controllables, Matty. All you can do is put barrel to baseball and see what happens. You cannot control the defensive wizardry on the other side.
And that swung on and missed for strike one. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. There's a swing and a high deep drive headed for the right field corner, and it'll fade just at the end and winds up a long foul ball. One out, nobody on. And they'll try to bounce a curveball on 0-2, but he holds back. It's 1-2 now.
Those 0-2 curveballs are really tough for guys to lay off. There's a reason it's such a common pitch in that count, but he did well to spit on it there.
Swing and a liner, but foul. Here he comes again. 1-2. Check swing. No swing, says the home plate umpire. Ball 2.
Wow, how about that? He was tempted to make a swing at that pitch right there. That was way out of the zone, but he just kept his hands back enough.
Fouled away. Good battle here. This will be the 7th pitch coming up. Hit hard on the ground to second, and that is through into right field for a single.
The catcher, number 3, Tony Mason.
Now at the plate, Tony Mason, 0 for 3 with a couple of strikeouts for him to this point in the ball game. He's set. Here it comes. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. And this one will bounce into the wall. And they'll have runners at second and third following the one-out double. Is in time, and he's cut down at the plate as they team up to gun him down.
With 2 outs, I totally understand sending him there, but with only 1 out, you've got to be pretty positive about getting him home safely. Could have been a whole lot better than what they're working with now.
A decent lead at second. Here's the pitch. Swung on and missed for the first strike.
That's straight smoke at 99, guys. It's almost unfair.
0-1. Here it comes. Here's a late swing and a miss. Strike 2.
Get it ready, big boy. This guy's throwing 3 digits right here. The best way I can help the fans is 90 to 92. You can usually see seams. 92 to 95. It starts to really quicken up on you. Over 3 digits, you're seeing a white blur.
And the runner's breaking for third. Pitch outside the throw. And an offline throw, but he gets the... Nothing doing there for Houston, but they hold a 9-0 lead. Digging in, Matt Chapman. 1 for 2 with a double on his line thus far.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
Here it comes. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Here's Verlander now on 0-2. Got him. As he just continues to mow down these hitters. 13 strikeouts now.
He's just ringing up strikeouts left and right. But what's really impressive to me, he hasn't walked anyone either. He's just pounding the zone. His stuff is dirty today.
Into the box now, Marcus Semien, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. That one's going to find the seats. Strike 1. The 1-1 home is in there for strike number 2. Right side. Gurriel blows it in, and he'll step on first himself for the out.
Up next for Oakland, the first baseman, Matt Olson.
So striding forward now, Matt Olson. It's been an 0 for 2 effort for him to this point. First pitch on its way from Verlander. This now is hit to second. Does he have another 1-2-3 inning? You bet he does. 11 in a row set down, and the inning is over. Add another 0 as it's up to 7 shutout innings so far. We'll look ahead to inning number 8 now. Houston leads this one 9-0. So coming to the plate, Carlos Correa. He's 0 for 2 with a strikeout in this one. First delivery to him on the way. That's popped up. And that's in there. Base hit. So the leadoff man is aboard to start out the inning. Cutting it close here, but he comes through in the 8th to extend his hitting streak.
Yeah, and he was staring at his last at bat right there, or probably his last at bat. Would have been tough to get him another AB in this one, but he's able to get it done.
Hey, better late than never. And I'm sure when he walked into that batter's box right there, he's thinking this very well could be my last AB of this game. So if I'm going to keep this streak alive, going to have to do it right now.
Here's Michael Brantley as the first pitch to him is taken low and away for ball one. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Yeah, just great approach. No one really chased today. Really stayed staunch on their ability to get that pitcher to come into the heart of the plate, and they did damage with it.
And this runs inside, and that looked like it got him pretty good.
Well, no one really likes getting plunked by a pitch, but as long as it doesn't do too much damage, most guys will take it any day. A free pass can be a big deal if the guys behind you can make it hurt for the pitcher.
Now at the plate, Jordan Alvarez. Here comes the first pitch. At the knees, strike one.
To me, getting ahead 0-1, it's the most important pitch in the game, Matty. It puts the hitter on the defensive. I can only think of myself being in the batter's box. When I'm sitting 1-0, I am all over the gas, or I am allowed the opportunity to sit on something without fearing going 1-1. When you're down 0-1, your head's on a swivel.
And this one's in the dirt. Good job to corral this quickly as the runners hold on. Oh, and there's a drive to deep left center. You can pretty much forget about this one. This is way out of here. So a 3-run shot to left center. First home run of the campaign for him as the blowout continues. Joaquin Soria enters now in a mop-up role as he'll try to keep the deficit right where it is.
Joaquin Soria.
Standing in now, Kyle Tucker. Popped him up. Allen has a play. And he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
Up next to the Astros.
Running forward now is the DH, George Springer. He's coming off a solo homer in his previous trip. First offering on its way. Righty against righty as this is taken for a ball. It's 1-0. Soria has compiled over 600 innings of work in his major league career. And through those innings, he's worked to a whip under 1.20. League average is around 1.3, so that's a respectable number. Three runs already home here. Swinging a hard liner to center field. And he will make the play out there, and there are two away now.
The first baseman, number 10, Yulieski Gurriel.
So two gone now in the Houston eighth, and digging into bat next, the Cuban import Yuli Gurriel. He's set, and the pitch. No balls and a strike to count. And now before the 0-1 pitch, a quick stoppage as he steps out. 1 pitch on its way. There's the big breaking ball, and it's by him for a strike. And he strikes him out here, so he's able to stop the bleeding a bit as this side is retired. So they get 3 runs on 2 base hits, with one of them being the big home run. Now in the box, Mark Canha. He leads off their half of the 8th, and they've been unable to get that starter out of the game to this point.
Yeah, he settled in early on the mound, partly due to the lead his guys gave him to take some of the pressure off. He's taken that and pitched very effectively in this one.
0-1 the count. The windup and the 0-1. And here's a swing and a miss as he falls behind 0-2.
He's feeling it out there on the mound, just getting the ball and throwing it with a lot of confidence right now.
Struck him out and make it 14 punch-outs now in the game. Time to take a look at our starter comparison to this point, and the telling numbers can be found on the left side of your screen. Zeros in the run and earned run columns. Into the box now, Chris Davis. He was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat. First delivery to him on the way. Now a big fastball, and he's well behind it with the swing.
Hey, we're moving into the later innings right here, and this guy's continuing to pitch well with his first pitch strike percentage well over 60%. That's about league average so far, so he's right on point.
Behind 0-2 now. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Hit on the ground to short. Throw on to first, and Verlander's got it going here. 2 away.
Now batting, right fielder.
Ready now, Stephen Piscotty. 0 for 2 for him to this point. Verlander into his motion. Here's the first pitch.
Ball 1.
And that misses for ball 1.
Hey, I hope that call doesn't throw him off his game right here. He's been pitching one heck of a game, and I'd hate to see the umpire get in his head right now.
That evens it up, 1-1. 2 out, nobody on. And he takes a called strike 2.
There's a called strike on a fastball up in the zone. We're seeing more of that from pitchers nowadays. With the launch angles, guys are looking for the ball down in the zone. If a pitcher can...
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. 1, 2, 3 go the A's. Just about given up for dead. It's 12-0. Digging in now, Jose Altuve. He'll start things off in the top of the 9th as they look for a little insurance. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Here we go with inning number 9 as the first pitch misses for ball 1. And maybe trying to get him off stride at the plate, so he'll step out and ask for time. Now the 1-0. And he turns this one around high and deep to center field. And a great start to the 9th, as this ought to be extra bases. And the Astros get something started right away. It's a leadoff double.
The third base.
Well, it's always daunting to know that you've got to deal with the 3, 4, 5 hitters to start out an inning, but even more so when the 3 hitter starts it out with a double.
Yeah, he's going to have to start making some good pitches to get out of this thing. Job number 1 is to get the next guy, and ideally you keep him from advancing the runner to third with less than 2 outs.
The 1-0. Gets him to chase a ball out of the zone for the first strike.
For the most part, he's looked really locked in at the plate in this game. Not so much on that swing, though.
Bullet back up the middle. Catch made in straightaway center as the runner tags from second. But he bluffs the go, and he'll stay at second here with one away.
Absolutely jumped all over that fastball. And it might have been a home run if he had any elevation under it, but it was basically right at the outfielder.
Into the box, Tony Mason, as he'll send a ground ball down to third. And that's through into left, a base hit. Throw comes into third now, so they're at the corners here with only one out.
The batter, number 1.
Obvious pitch recognition right there. 0-0 change-ups usually get guys out in front, but he was able to stay back, recognize it, and drive it for a base hit.
So digging in now, Carlos Correa, and their runners at the corners now. First offering on its way. Fastball well outside. Swing and a line drive. Foul. Runners are at the corners with one man out. Now time called at the plate as he'll step out and try and start it again. Two balls and a strike. And a half-hearted attempt that time, but they'll say he broke the plane, and that's out number 2. Stepping up to the plate, Michael Brantley. Last time up, he was hit by a pitch.
Yeah, Matty, you're not lying. Last time up, squared right in the back. Hopefully it doesn't stiffen up. I want to see if he can get through something right here.
Oof, looks like he's chasing butterflies with that swing. It's 0-1. Runners at the corners, 2 men out. Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1. Ready with the 1-1. There's a curveball, but it misses well out of the zone.
A lot of times you see guys get too aggressive and try to do too much at the plate with guys on, but right here he's doing a great job of waiting on the right pitch. Got himself ahead in the count now.
Now a move over to first, and he's back easily. The 2-2. Hit sharply on the ground. And that's through, a base hit. And the runner scores from third as they extend their lead.
Wow, that's a baker's dozen. 13 runs right there, and they can't do anything wrong at the plate. I'm no expert, but I would have to bet that the manager would love to save some of those runs for the next game. Regardless, there's some happy men in that dugout.
Digging in and looking for more, Jordan Alvarez. He's 1 for 4 for the game. First pitch coming. Here it is. Off the plate and away there. 1 ball, no strikes. Mason on second. Brantley on at first with 2 down. And the fastball hitting 93 on the gun. It's 1-1. The 1-1 home is looked at for ball number 2.
His pitch count is getting up there in the inning now. He needs to get this frame over with sooner than later, so forcing contact and getting the defense involved is probably the best thing he can do.
2-2. Two men are on with two men out. Got him. And he goes down on strikes for the third time. Ready once again, Sheldon Ness starting things for his side in the ninth as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point. These guys know these bats still count, at least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional.
0-1 count and the pitch. And that's inside off the plate with the fastball. It's 1-1. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and it's 1-2. Got him. And that's the third time we've written a K next to his name in this one.
This pitching staff has done a really good job against this guy in this series. This is a really good hitter, and it's not easy to make a guy strike out 5 times in a series up to this point, but that's what they've done to this guy so far.
Stepping in now, Austin Allen. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. And with one out in the ninth, he's just now coming up on his 100th pitch of the ball game.
Yeah, Matty, he's going to finish this one on adrenaline if he's allowed to. We'll see how the manager plays this one. I know guys like Dan Plesac were locked and loaded in this position.
Oh, this is right now a dream if you're out in that bullpen right now. Your starting pitcher gets you into the ninth inning. The guys that, if they do get up in the ninth inning, these are the best relievers, and they're just lurking out there. What a terrific job up to this point.
And another one. Strikeout number 17 in the ball game as he keeps racking them up. 2 up, 2 down on strikes in this inning. He looks really sharp out there, guys. Ready for another shot now, Ramon Laureano. He's their last shot here with 2 away in the ninth as they look to avoid the shutout.
Yeah, Matt, they just haven't had any answer for the great pitching so far in this one.
The 1-0 home. And this is going to find the crowd down the left field line. It's a ball and a strike. Swing and a miss, and they're up against it now as they're down to their final strike of the afternoon. Last strike now for Oakland. Trying to pick up that outside corner, but this misses, and it's back to even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Has them down to their final strike. Here it comes. No offer on that one, and Verlander's run at full now, 3-2. And this ball swung on and hit to center field, and this should do it. He's got it, and the Astros are going to get out of here with a split in this brief 2-game series as this ball game is over.
Hey, not many pitchers can brag about throwing a 1-hit complete game, so hats off for him. But as a pitcher, I know he's going to wonder, like, what might have been. So close to a no-hitter, but it wasn't meant to be. That's baseball for you.
13-0, the convincing final score. The Astros posted a 3-run first to propel them to the win. Justin Verlander earns his first win of the season and mark him down for 17 strikeouts to boot. A.J. Puck permitted 6 earned runs to come across in the losing effort. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.